Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Dharma Driven, alright? And I want to come to you guys with this video, and this is a more impromptu video, but there's a lot of things that we experience in the real world that completely counteracts some of our own belief systems. One of those things was broken for me today. So, obviously, you guys know I am actively out in the field. So I use my system in a very efficient way whenever I'm out and about. I'm like a wolf. All right, guys. And I know it sounds some like bullshit thing, but let me tell you what I mean. I'm usually very nonchalant, pretty chill, and I go about my day. It's only when I see something I like or somebody that I am interested in is when I flip a switch, okay? Like hunter mode activates, okay? And I'm after one thing, and that's that girl. So the only thing that I focus on is flipping it like a switch, okay? So that's what I'm trying to say is there have been beliefs in my mind that I thought were absolutely true, but felt like you knew your place in the world. And one of those things is some of the preferences that women say behind closed doors, right? So a lot of these studies that or the women's preferences that a lot of people on YouTube, other dating coaches use is exclusively online dating stuff, okay? I need you guys to understand this. Women don't know what they want. Women do not know. So, looking at the research, according to the data, women's ideal height, okay, get this, is 6'6". 6'6", okay? How many women do you guys see walking around holding hands with 6'6" guys? I don't. I really don't. I actually see the opposite. I might see a decently good looking guy, maybe 6 foot or less sometimes, be with a bunch of good looking girls. And then I've also seen girls reject tall guys that tried to, come up to chicks. So like, what really is it? So that was one thing. Second thing, girls only like guys that are extremely fit, have six packs and shit. Now, I'm not going to tell you that working out doesn't do stuff. Like, you will definitely see a degree of women just absolutely simping, but a lot of the ones that you guys want, they're used to dating guys like that. So what else do you have to offer? Sometimes those women find out that a lot of those guys are really pussy, in their mind, because they're very, very insecure, and they feel like they need to compensate with their body. So that's why a lot of these chicks will use these guys as like just hookups, like maybe a one night stand, and not really want anything to do with them afterward. So that's another thing like that you guys aren't doing. So you guys, what I'm seeing, okay, out in the world is people are teaching everybody short-term success, okay? And it is absolutely ruining you guys. My channel wants to focus on long-term success. That means women in your rotation, women, you can be a pump and dump guy. That's like level 1, okay? Like the real game is played after the pumping, right? That is when the real game is played. That is when women will really test you. That is when women, because they're always going to test you, bro. They always are going to test you. So the only way to not or really pass their test is to be 100% unapologetically your masculine self. Okay? And that comes through practice and getting good in the field and all sorts of different stuff. So that is the number one thing I would say to anybody that's really letting their looks stop them, okay? And this is directly to some of the foreign guys as well. It's not your race, bro. It is not your race. Like, everybody thinks, especially in, like, Indian guys feel like it's their race, okay? And I can tell you, as an Indian guy that has been heavily Americanized, because you guys can obviously sense it from my voice, it really doesn't matter. I've seen also some Indian guys that have a full-blown accent do fairly well with women. I've seen them make out. I've seen them do shit that you guys wouldn't even imagine. So, like, you guys need to start looking at everything, not just face value, okay? Like, a lot of the stuff, like, you'll see a couple, right? You'll go ahead and be like, oh man, they must have, like, FOMO, fear of missing out. Damn, sucks that I'm not, I don't got a girl like that. Well, you don't know how many times that the girl disrespected him. She might be cheating on him with fucking Rico from the gym, or fucking somebody else, maybe like a random construction worker that she met and that had the balls to go up and talk to her. Maybe a guy like me that literally goes about his day, approaches a random chick and says literally whatever, like some very casual, and she goes, and it's easier than you guys think. What is the way? Well, I'm going to release that video soon, but for right now, what you guys need to know is there's no flirting, there's no fucking bullshitting around, getting to know them, where you from, none of that shit. I'm very straight and to the point. So that's what my channel is about. For anybody that feels like they need to talk about a situation, or use the environment to start a conversation, or ask for directions, or do anything indirect, bro, you're playing the wrong field, man. You're afraid to get rejected, okay? That's the truth, and that's not masculine. So you're gonna see that theme a lot in this channel, bro. Dharma driven, bro. We follow our God-given purpose. Our drive is our God-given purpose, and that is unique to you. So whatever that is, if you want to book a call, go ahead and message me in the link. I'm attached an email, so go ahead and message me in the link if you guys want to know and want to have help finding your foundation, so you could go out there and start slaying. And it's a lot easier than you guys think, guys. So please, don't listen to all these fucking gurus on YouTube just coming on here thinking, oh, it's the looks, oh, it's a six-pack. Bro, Marlon just got trolled by an Indian-looking guy in fucking London, and he was hanging out with a chick. Dude's completely disrespecting him for being gay. And I think there was some messages coming out, like, having being gay. Dude, Larry Wheels? Look at Larry Wheels. Fucking mountain of muscle. Just a complete cuck. Okay? So I'm telling you, there's a bunch of guys that are just straight pussy that you guys wouldn't even think are pussy, but that's how women experience it. And you'd be surprised. That woman might be fucking some average looking guy because he just does it for her, bro. He just makes her feel a certain way. So I'm not saying being in good health isn't important. I actually think it's very important. I think there's a lot of guys that are missing out on great health. And I think every guy should definitely want to strive for their best looking version of themselves. Otherwise, what are you doing? But don't let that consume yourself in terms of getting a woman, okay? Maybe in some other areas of success, maybe your discipline's lacking. That's fine. But don't ever feel like because you're not ripped or something like that, that you're any worse than her. Like, you're talking to a person that, like, honestly, bro, like, is worth way less in society than a man. Case in point, what are we going to do without men, bro? If every man, let's say, decided to live in like a separate continent, we just separated women and men, bro, in like a whole unique continent, one side of the world women live in, the other side of the world men live in, bro, it'll be chaos. The other side of the world will be completely fucking destroyed. Okay? And they tested this in Two Tiny Little Islands in a Survivor TV show. So there's going to be a lot of themes that come up again and again, but there's a lot of people that are on YouTube to just fucking make money, bro. And the reason why I'm on here is to actually fucking help people, bro. This is real world experience from somebody that isn't rich, somebody that isn't like, you know, balling or anything like that, has like, I'm not even like crazy ripped. Like I have a flat stomach. I've got, you know, some good muscular structure, but I'm not ripped by any means. So like, I'm fucking doing it, guys. So that's what I'm saying, bro. Anyway, I'm you know, wanting to just get this point across to make sure that anytime you guys go out there, whatever it is, if you guys decide to take action, go ahead and take action. I would go ahead and say, if you don't know, or if you feel like you're freezing up or you're doing any of that, book a call with me, man. We'll definitely go ahead and get your specific problem situated and give you a good direction, so that way you can just build on that momentum and start slaying. So anyway, this is Dharma Driven signing out. Peace, love, Khuda Hafiz, Dhanyavad, and Fir milenge. All right, have a good one, guys.